listening to Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack on Everfree Network. Hello everyone, this is Osaka Jack with Into the Spotlight on Everfree Network. With me today I have somebody that you may have seen if you went to that tiny little event called BronyCon. TooRad Cosplay, also known as Lochlan. Hello!
Hi!
How are you today?
I am doing fantastic, thank you.
Oh, what a good answer. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, it's evening for you. It's evening. Okay, yes. Someone can be fantastic in the evening.
Yes.
Morning time, no, doesn't work.
I'm definitely a night owl.
Yes. I would refer to us as Luna's army, but no. Truth is, we just don't like sleeping in the night as much.
Pony.
And yet you sleep through her wonderful day.
I do, it's so ironic.
I've mentioned before, and I'm sure it's not an original idea. I'm sure other people have had it, but if the events in Equestria had happened here, it would have been Celestia who had turned bad. Because everybody likes to stay up and party all night, and in the daytime just sleep in and go to work under fluorescent lights instead of opening the window and stay out of the sun. It's too bright today. I think Celestia would have been the one who gets cheesed off and eventually becomes Nightmare Sun or whatever. Well, if anybody's not familiar, can you describe who are you? What are some things you do?
Okay, well, I am Lochlan, aka TooRad Cosplay, and I cosplay, of course.
Your title matches. Good. I'm very glad about this.
I know. It's not like I'm drawing or making anything cool. But, so yes, I cosplay. I do mostly pony work.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who do not know, cosplay, it's like a mixture of the words costume and play. So basically, you're dressing up and acting like a giant nerd or the character, or both. So,
I think it's just fantastic that cosplay is becoming an English word. I love how language can just morph and change like that, because we had two words, costume and play, and Japan, using their basic thing, decided to merge them into one word, cosplay, and then English kind of looked at the word cosplay and said, oh yeah, that's good, we'll take that back.
Well, actually, cosplay started in America. It was a while back at a sci-fi convention, and some random nerd just decided, hey, I'm gonna dress up. And then it actually transferred over to Japan, became really big in Japan, and then came back to America. They're like, yep, cosplay, it's really, really awesome.
I live next to Den Town, Otaku Central, and there are lots of cosplay shops. Yep, I know this well. Oh, you would not believe the amount of variety of wigs I can get.
Oh, I have so many wigs. There's like wig hair everywhere. It's like Pinkie Pie just shed her mane, and it's all over the floor.
Well, that's going to be your next cosplay. Just put like random wigs on all of your body, just covered in wigs, and just go around as like, I don't know, multicolored cousin It.
Rainbow Flufflepuff OC.
There you go.
Oh.
That would work.
Oh.
Well, I mentioned it a little bit, but yeah, you were at BronyCon recently.
Yes, I was.
And you were actually involved in not just cosplaying, but you had something to do with the events there.
Yes, I actually ran several panels. There was Pony Cosplay 101, designing pony cosplays, and then there were actually some panels that I got to act on.
Oh, nice.
The Pony Court, I acted as Applejack, and then at the Grand Galloping Gala, I was Applejack as well, and I got to get up on stage and do the Cotton Eye Joe with Saber Spark, who was in a dress.
Oh,
And
nice.
it was amazing. It was hilarious. But that was so much fun. BronyCon was like the best weekend of my entire life.
Oh, nice. Was that the first BronyCon you've been to?
I was at Running of the Leaves Con last year, so it wasn't my first pony convention, but it was my first BronyCon, and
Gotcha.
I cannot wait to go back next year.
Oh, Running of the Leaves Con, that's the Denver one, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Japan PonyCon is going to be working on something with them this year.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Well, we found out they're running on running. Okay, they're happening on October 31st, which is actually November 1st for us, which is when Japan PonyCon is going up. So we're going to see if we can get a live Skype feed between the two of us.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm
Yeah.
actually a guest of honor there.
Oh,
So
nice.
you will definitely see me on the live stream. I will come and wave at y'all.
Oh, nice. Very good. We're not sure exactly how it's going to work out. It might just be, crowd versus crowd and just looking at each other. Hi, Japan. Hi, Denver. Okay. But it should be interesting regardless. Or if it has already happened, it should have been interesting regardless. It's difficult to talk about future, past, present, okay. Yeah, I'm an English teacher. I can do that. How many cosplays did you actually have for BronyCon this year?
Oh boy, let me count. I had two different Apple Jacks. Thursday there was one. Uh, four, five, six, seven, seven. There were seven cosplays.
7 cosplays for 3 days.
Yes, 4 days, 4 days,
4
counting
days.
Thursday. I showed up in the airport dressed as Lyra.
Okay.
It's the most uncomfortable dress. It had like a super tight belt.
Oh
It's
no.
it's it's a cute dress, but um, it was so uncomfortable. But I showed up to the airport in Denver and I saw bronies and I was just like, hey, bronies. And I'm normally such an introverted person
Hmm.
when I'm not in cosplay.
Sure.
But when I put on cosplay and I get to like see bronies and go to conventions, I instantly become extroverted.
Interesting. Hmm. So hiding allows you to not hide.
Yes,
Deep.
yes.
Deep.
Very, very deep.
Okay, so we had Lyra when even arriving. I'm sorry, but when I fly, I choose the absolute most comfortable outfit I can possibly wear.
Yes, but I couldn't fit it in the bag, and I had
Oh,
to
okay.
wear it. I had to wear it. I had the big petticoat underneath it, so the dress like floofed out.
Right.
And I was like, when I got to the Baltimore airport, and so I got to the Baltimore airport, and my best friend from high school drama club, so she was my first ever brony friend. Her name was Sarah, and she was there to greet me, and we like started singing Anthropology and
Ah,
other brony songs. It was, oh my gosh, it was so great.
nice. I am the only thing I can see missing from the Lyra cosplay. You should have gotten just like an extreme multi-pack of gloves, just like those thin little kitchen gloves, and just blown them up like balloons, tied them off, and just hand them out to everybody.
Oh my god, like Glove World from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking of right now.
yeah.
Oh,
Only just
that
call
is
them hands, so it matches Lyra. But
that is a new cosplay idea. My other idea, like for Halloween, was to get some of those cut off bloody hands from the
hmm
Halloween store and like have them on a rope underneath my skirt and be like, hey, do you need a hand with that? And like pull them out.
yes, but you need to get like the full range of puns. So you'd also be, hey, I'm pretty handy with that.
I do love puns. I do love puns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Gotta
Oh,
hand it
that's.
to you.
I think I'm gonna have to do that for Running of the Leaves. I was gonna be Pinkie Pie for like the fifth year in a row, but but I think this is a better idea.
You actually reminded me. I need to go check it. There was a store nearby that was actually closing down for good, which is sad, but I didn't care for their prices anyway. But they had this I don't know, about 1 foot long alligator plush that its mouth was actually a huge zipper, and it was a pencil holder.
Oh my god.
Pencil, and which is cute in itself. But I was like, this is gummy.
Just put
This
Pinkie
is
Pie's head in there and like.
well, no, I was like, that would work really well too. But I mean, it's not large enough to be massive. But I'm like, this is a perfect addition for any Pinkie Pie cosplay.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
gummy. So I got to
Oh,
find somebody who is going to be Pinkie Pie, and then because I can't do Pinkie Pie. It just doesn't work.
I don't know. A cosplay is for everybody. I've done guy cosplays. I don't see why a guy couldn't do girl cosplays.
I'm not saying cosplay is not for me. I'm not saying I don't have overalls and a dark red shirt and something around my neck that looks like a yoke. that may or may not be worn at Japan PonyCon. I'm not saying that's not the
I
case.
think you'd be a good Pinkie Pie. I think you'd be a good Pinkie Pie.
Pink's just not my color.
Pink is everybody's color. Oh my
Let me
goodness.
rephrase. Let me rephrase. Pinkie Pie's intense neon pink is not my color.
Okay, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
A faded pink T-shirt is really nice. A faded pink a business shirt looks good. Even a brighter than average pink tie on a black shirt, that's good. But Pinkie Pie's neon glow in the dark thing, not so much.
Mm.
One of the cosplays that you did though was Sunset Shimmer,
Yes. Oh.
and you actually got to meet. Go ahead,
I
tell
know.
the story. Tell the story.
Okay, okay, okay. So, when I found out that Rebecca was going to be at BronyCon, I instantly decided that I needed to bring my Sunset Shimmer. Now, I was the first person to ever cosplay Sunset Shimmer way, way back. Like, as soon as Equestria Girls, the first one, came out,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh, I love Sunset Shimmer. So, I made her costume, and like a week later, I had it done, did photo shoots.
Mm-hmm.
But when I found out that Rebecca was coming to BronyCon, I decided that I needed to do the Rainbow Rocks version.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked at like all the references I could find, the ones that were on the website, like the toys and stuff, and I made that, and I like tweeted her that I really, really wanted to meet her. So
Mm-hmm.
when I got there, I had my Rainbow Rocks on. I was really freaking out beforehand. I was like, oh my gosh, is my lipstick okay? I was like looking at my cell phone just to make sure that I was looking okay. But so I got in there, and she was just like, hey, Lochlan. And I was so happy because I was like, wait a minute, that's. And I got to take a picture with her, and then she took a picture with her phone and put it on her Twitter, and it was the best day of my life. It made me so happy. Like, I still just get so excited when I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on Sunset Shimmer's pajama outfit now from the new Rainbow Rocks movie, so hopefully I can get to meet her again and show off that outfit because I love Sunset Shimmer so much.
Right, right. That's great. That is impressive. Of the cosplays that you have done, which one is the? Because frankly, a lot of these don't look comfortable. Like, I mean, we mentioned, Lyra's a little hard to wear, but which one has been just like comfy, easygoing? No problem. I can wear this all day.
Okay, this is gonna sound really weird,
Mm.
but Princess Celestia.
Really? Okay.
And now this is a big ball gown. There is a big hoop skirt. It's kind of tight because it's like a corset at the top.
Okay.
But the reason why it's the most comfortable for me is because it's the one that I've worn the most, the one that I've worn to conventions the most. I know how to move around in it. I
Okay.
know it's not gonna fall apart. Like I know my Rainbow Dash part of the top
Mm-hmm.
at MomoCon snapped off,
Oh no.
and because the shirt was too small, it was my mom's,
Oh, okay.
and so it didn't exactly fit, and so it kind of popped off, and I was like flipping out. But for my Celestia, it's like I know this isn't gonna fall apart. I know
Mm-hmm.
that I've sewed the corset correctly. I know that the hoop skirt isn't gonna like mess up and pop, and
Sure, sure.
I move around in it, and it's most comfortable for me.
Okay. All right. I would guess that it's not the most easy to move into small areas like airplane or
No, no, it is not.
conventions,
I have
but
gotten stuck indoors before.
oh no. Oh no. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere about Celestia. I'm moving on.
Oh, I need to stop eating all that cake.
I wasn't going to say it. I don't want to be banished to the moon.
Banish it to the sun.
The fact that we have not somehow developed a new recipe called sun cake is just a disappointment to me.
I'm gonna request it for my birthday. I need like a cake with just a big sun on it. For my graduation, though, I had one with Lyra like throwing her hat up in the air.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love Lyra so much. She's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of the other cosplays that you've done that are not necessarily pony related, what have been more of the some of the more popular ones?
That are not pony related.
Yeah, yeah.
I did the Black Widow
Okay.
from the Avengers. That was really fun. I did her for Denver Comic Con, and it was a blast. It was kind of hard to move around in because
Mm,
my boots are super duper heavy.
gotcha.
But and then another one I just recently did was Rosetta from the Tinkerbell movies.
Okay, right.
And there were actually a whole group of Disney fairies there at the convention, and I didn't know they were going to be there. I actually didn't have my glasses or my contacts because I left them back at my dorm, and I
Uh-oh.
didn't know I was going to the convention.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went there, I was totally and completely blind,
Oh
and
dear.
I hear people yelling Rosetta, Rosetta, and apparently there's like this whole group of fairies, and I'm like turning around trying to see what's going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! So we got to do like a bunch of photo shoots together.
That's good. Good that you could see them.
Barely.
What are some since you how many conventions have you done cosplay at?
All of them. Oh my goodness.
No, I mean total number. How many?
I'm trying to think. Maybe I've gone to like 30 conventions.
Okay. I've
Uh,
cosplayed at all.
yes, yes.
Wow, okay.
And then I cosplay at like all the meetups too. I go to lots of brony meetups and I will cosplay to those.
Hmm, hmm.
I just recently went to the Rainbow Rocks premiere dressed as Adagio Dazzle, like in her hoodie outfit.
Right.
And there were all these little kids there and they were looking at me and they didn't know whether to be like terrified or like to come up and like say hi, but a lot of them asked me for my autograph and I felt like a Disney princess, and I it was so hard for me like to keep speaking in her voice and try to be like snarky, but because that is not who I am. I'm
Sure.
definitely more of like a Pinkie Pie person in cosplay. It's much
Hmm.
easier for me to act as Pinkie Pie than it is for me to act as a mean character like Adagio or Sunset Shimmer when she was not reformed.
Gotcha. Okay. Hmm. Now I still haven't seen the Rainbow Rocks, so
Yes, I shall not spoil it.
I
Shall not.
appreciate that. I'm just saying that if you made a reference in there, I way over my head. So what? So yeah, it comes out on the 28th. That's when I'll watch it, provided it arrives here in time before Japan PonyCon. Oh man, I might not get to see it until November. Ah,
Oh,
but from what I've heard, everybody's saying it's quite good.
it was amazing. Oh my
Good.
goodness. I am like in love with Adagio's character. I'm going to cosplay every single version of her.
Oh dear. Well, and you mentioned it to me, but you had some problems watching the movie.
Oh yes. So we showed up to the movie. I organized the meetup. There were a whole bunch of bronies there, a bunch of little kids, and we're starting to watch the movie. Everything's going good. About 20 minutes before it ends, the movie cuts off.
Oh
It's like skipping and freezing, and people yelling, "Oh, come on!"
no.
And like kids are crying, so I have to get up and go get the manager, and they're trying to fix it. And so like I'm getting everybody to sing along, and all the bronies just start singing, and the little kids are still crying, but it's getting better. And then we get notification that there will be no movie, that we all have to
Oh.
go.
Oh.
So there's a line of like 80 people trying to get refunds, and
Mm-hmm.
it was not a fun time. But the movie, from what we saw, was good, and I was able to finish the rest of it online,
Okay.
and it was amazing. It was great to see all my friends again.
That's good. That's fantastic. Okay, so it's getting strong recommendations from you.
Oh yes, 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. Hmm. Is it sing-alongy type?
I would say yes. I
Okay.
sang along, but that's only because I've listened to the soundtrack like 500 times beforehand,
Right. Okay.
and I've listened to it 500 times since.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's something that I've heard as well, and I haven't even listened to the soundtrack yet. And it's not that I don't want to, just I prefer to experience it all at the same time.
I put it on repeat and I just sew and I count like by the cycles and I've gone through like 12 cycles of the soundtrack and still haven't finished the jacket and
Wow.
but it's just going and it's keeping me going.
Okay, so that's a strong recommendation. We will find it. Okay. It'll never come to a Japanese theater. I guarantee you that, unfortunately. First
Okay.
Equestria Girls hasn't come out here yet.
Oh,
Well, season 3 hasn't come out yet either, so we're hoping.
that's really, really sad.
Hoping. As good as as good as season 2 was for Japan My Little Pony, I'm fine with waiting if they would just tell us. If you're not going to have it, okay, disappointed, but fine, but just say it. The only thing they're saying right now is, thank you for supporting us so far. Gah! Give us an answer. Come on, please. We're dying here. Very frustrating for us. Have there been any cosplays that you've tried that just flat out didn't work? Like, you tried it, you had the idea, and just part of the way into it, just like, no, this is not working.
I tried to do Elsa a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that I was having a lot of problems with the skirt. So I was gonna do like Sailor Elsa because we were gonna do like a Sailor Moon Disney princess.
Sure.
And I got it done. It was
Mm-hmm.
so close to being done with it. I tried it on, and the fabric was too itchy for me to wear.
Oh.
I have sensory processing disorder, so I am very, very, very sensitive to like certain types of fabrics, and I feel like such an idiot because I put so much time and work into it, and I put it on, and I was like, no,
Oh, no.
no, 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 no. Oh, it was horrible.
That's a shame. That's a darn shame. Okay, except for the fabric being bad. Have there been any that just, for some reason, the design wasn't what you had hoped or didn't work as well as you thought?
I would have to say my Princess Cadence.
Really?
I put a lot of work into that,
Mm-hmm.
but it keeps falling apart. The like skirt part of it. So I have a design to change it up a bit where I'm gonna keep the top the same, but I'm gonna do
Okay.
more of like a ballroom skirt
Mm-hmm.
and like get a different wig because the wig is a pain to keep on my head.
Sure.
It's done up like Rococo Marie Antoinette style,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really neat, but it's not comfortable and it's everything's falling off, and I just want to remake the skirt and redo the wig. But
Mm-hmm.
the crown and the top are nice, so
Okay.
it's not like I'm gonna scrap the whole thing. But
Sure.
the original idea, it just didn't really work out.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you're taking elements from what didn't work and trying to make it rework.
Yes.
I see. How many, from just what you have, how
Oh.
many cosplays could you make right now if I started a timer and like gave you 5 minutes for each one?
Like put together what I have in my closet while my
Yeah.
cosplays.
Yeah.
Like 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have like 30 wigs.
Mm-hmm.
I have several different versions of each character. I have cosplays I've not even pulled out yet that I've just like done selfies of. Like I have Saddle Rager, I have Berry Punch,
Okay.
I have Lemon Hearts,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're just sitting in my closet waiting for a brony convention where people will actually realize who I am.
Lemony Hart's got a speaking role in
She did. She did.
for
Sweetie
whom the
Bells.
Sweetie Belle tolls, right?
Yes, yes. I love her so much. I have the little Lemon Hearts figures, I have all of them. I use the same blue wig that I've used in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love that character. I have lots of headcanons for her.
It could work. She was a character in the comics too, wasn't she?
I think so.
I think
The
she's the
funny
one
thing
who actually got Buck, who was originally dating Cadence.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And like I've not read a lot of the comics, and the funny thing is I've actually interviewed all the comic book artists at Denver Comic Con,
Mm-hmm.
and I like haven't read any of the comics past the Chrysalis arc.
Uh-oh. Okay, then I'm just going to say it. You need to read the 4 issues just past the Chrysalis mark because there is a cosplay there that you will do.
Is it Nightmare Rarity?
It is.
Okay. Okay, I know of her. She's actually on my list, but I have to read the arc first. I
Yes.
have so many ponies on my list. There's like Trixie, Nightmare Rarity. It's such a long list, but I think the next ones I have coming up are Adagio Dazzle. She's almost done. Her performance outfit. Fem Discord. I'm actually planning to make like fursuit legs,
Okay.
and I'm really really excited about that one. And then Pixel Pizzazz. She was a member of Photo Finish's band, and you'll
Okay.
you'll see that. You'll see that.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so you've got quite a bit of planning to do.
Yes, yes.
I've often said that it's the mark of a true artist that they've never finished their to-do list ever.
I have a whole Excel sheet of like everything I need to buy,
Hmm.
and it's all nicely organized, and it's never gonna get finished.
Oh no, never. Because you're going to keep adding to it as you keep going. Absolutely. Yeah. It will
Yes, yes.
never get done. Yep. I've got so many projects. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that someday.
One day. One day.
Someday. But it's not going to get done. I know it.
We can believe.
Yeah, but I've reached an age where I'm happy that it's still in my to-do list, but at the same time I'm quite aware it's never going to get done. Meh. Call me a cynic if you would like, but I'm quite sure. Well, of the question that I ask in each of my interviews, in all of My Little Pony, what would you say is the one line or one scene that defines you as a brony?
Hmm. That defines me as a brony or defines me as a person?
Either one. Taster's
Well,
choice.
I would have to say that just as a person, it's more like the whole episode of when Twilight Sparkle is trying. She figures out that she's not turned in the thing for Princess Celestia,
Okay,
and
lesson
she
zero.
gets yes, lesson zero, and she gets so freaked out. And then she realizes, like, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go back to magic kindergarten. I don't know what I'm doing. And then she's like, Princess Celestia's like, oh, hey, we could have just talked this out. And I feel like that just describes my life like perfectly.
Right.
I will freak out so bad over something, and it's like, or like a piece of a cosplay. I don't know how to sew this, or like
Hmm.
schoolwork or anything. And that if I just maybe ask for help and kind of explain what's going on and not freak out and throw birds nests in my hair, that maybe things will work out a bit better.
Also, I'm just, take it as you like. I would suggest popping up and just going, "Hi, girls." Maybe not the
Hi,
best idea.
girls.
Maybe not the best idea. Kind of freaks kids out, makes them question their sanity, run from you. I did a blind test. Turns out Japanese kids don't like that being said to them either. From people jumping out of bushes.
Just imagining that now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, of course I'm being sarcastic. Please don't do that, people. All right. Well, you've piqued my curiosity, though. You asked me to separate it into two, define you as a brony and define you as a person. Is there a different one that defines you as a brony?
I would say that as a brony, it's the very first episode.
Okay.
When Twilight Sparkle and Princess Celestia says to Twilight Sparkle, you need to go out and you need to make some friends.
Mm.
And before I was a brony, I did not have any friends. I am, and I still am, a very antisocial person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I very much keep to myself outside of conventions.
Sure.
But watching the first episode of My Little Pony, when I started high school,
Mm.
like I went to the new school, and I heard people behind me talking about there is a dude, and he just what did he say? He just went, "Oh, it is on!" in his best manly rarity impression,
Mm-hmm.
and I snapped around and I did something that I would never do. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you like My Little Pony? Let's be friends!" And and we are still friends to this day. Like
Oh, nice.
Sarah, who I was telling you about, who I met in the airport, and she came to BronyCon with me, and then my other friend Tiffany, who was with her at the time, came to BronyCon too. So like we're all still friends,
Mm-hmm.
and so being able to make friends was really like the turning point with what My Little Pony has helped me with so much.
Oh, nice. Okay. That makes sense. I can see that. Huh. Well, that's nice. Huh. What are, perhaps you can't release this, or maybe you can, I'm not sure. Do you have specific cosplay plans for the future?
Specific.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to be, so I told you I'm going to be at Running of the Leaves,
Right.
and I'm going to have Adagio Dazzle done for
Okay.
that.
Hmm.
And I also have Dazzlings. So two of my Colorado cosplay buddies, Q Vixen and Pyro Temper Tantrum, are going to be Sonata Dusk and Aria Blaze for Running of the Leaves Con, and they're going to judge the costume contest with me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I am also going to be judging the costume contest at BabsCon.
Ah, okay. I see.
And for BabsCon, because John Delancey is going to be there, I am going to be doing Femme Discord.
Gotcha.
And I'm so excited for that outfit. I
Hmm.
just finished the corset. It's really kind of steampunky inspired, but then there's like the whole fursuit legs and the hooves and
Right.
goat
Sure,
parts,
sure.
whatever. So it's gonna be a mess, and I love I'm doing so far.
Now, I'm just saying, that sounds awesome, but I'm just saying, devil's advocate, if you really want to get closer to him, obviously Fluttershy is the better choice.
I
Because
do
we
have
have,
Fluttershy.
yeah,
I
because we do
have
have,
some.
I mean, Canon, Discord, Fluttershy,
Oh,
that's a huggy friendship right there, so just saying. Or honestly, you could go as Twilight's Cane.
that's actually on my list.
No fooling!
Just get like gold paint and just paint my entire body and get like a wig and spray paint, just spray paint everything gold. I think I would like die of vapor inhalation. But I have a whole bottle of gold spray paint from my Adagio belt, so oh, you need to stop giving me ideas. This is not safe. This is not safe.
This is my goal. Whenever I have somebody, if I don't provide at least one decent idea to somebody over the course of a day, then my day has been wasted. So,
I'm gonna draw up like a Twilight Kane cosplay. I'm I am like thrilled right now. That is something that I want to do.
and you know what? Okay, just if you wanted to, you could at first be a little bit snippy with everybody, and then just say, "Hold on, just a sec," and pull the actual rod from your back, and just say, "Okay, I had that jammed up there really hard. Oh, sorry. Now I can relax."
Oh my god! That is... You're gonna kill me. My cat's looking at me like I'm insane. Oh my god.
My cat always looks at me like I'm insane because she knows that I am. So, she's like, hey, feed me, whatever. Go do your thing, man. You can judge me all you want, cat, but your favorite toy is paper. So just be quiet, all right? I am yelling at my cat for judging me. This is low. Okay.
I'm just looking at like pictures of the Twilight Cane and just thinking like just draw on like giant anime eyes. Have you like there are
Yeah.
anime eye makeup tutorials
Okay.
where they like go over your lid so I can just like close my eyes and be like, oh my god. It'll be really, really frightening, but it's oh my god, that is something. Get the cape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's doable. It's
it is
doable.
it is doable. I'm gonna draw that up.
What would you say for people that are new to cosplay? What are some common rookie mistakes?
Okay, so I'm trying to think. The first one I would have to say is people
Wait, hold
trying
on,
to.
hold on. Let me take a quick guess because having not done cosplay, from what I've seen, seems to be the biggest one is if your cosplay is so uncomfortable that you can't stand it to pose in, then you're not going to make the entire day of the convention.
That is one of them.
Okay.
But another thing is do not attempt to cosplay like or don't compare yourself with your cosplays to people who've been cosplaying for like 500 years.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna make a costume, this is gonna be your first costume, it's not gonna look like maybe your 10th costume
Hmm.
or somebody else's like 100th costume.
Sure.
I mean, my first costume it was Pinkie Pie. It was for my first ever convention. The wig was off colored. I wore like horrible booty shorts and like some Abercrombie off colored pink T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
and it was awful. But I had so much fun wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. Like, remember that it's cosplay and
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be fun. Like, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
Gotcha.
You need to be having fun. And another thing is to work on your posing. So
Mm.
like even if your costume's not, the best for right now,
Mm-hmm.
your posing can make it so much better. Like if you're Pinkie Pie, be like totally crazy out there and not like just standing still like Maud.
Gotcha. Unless you're doing mod, and then.
Unless you're doing Maud. I mean, if you're doing Maud, don't be like crazy like Pinkie Pie.
Though, really, if you are Pinky and just feeling kind of bad, just get hair straightener. Just
Yes,
say,
yes.
I'm Pinkamena. Today I'm Pinkamena. Leave me alone.
Get a bag of flour. Like, yeah.
I've seen actually recently on Tumblr there was a thing. It was Disney princesses as piles of rocks, and the only thing I could think of was Party of One. Just like Pinky did it
Oh,
first. Pinky did it like 3 years ago, man.
oh.
Okay. Hmm. So those are some of the common mistakes and things to look out for.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh, and another thing is to make sure you get a good wig. The wig is so much of the costume. Do not go to the Party City and get a wig. Do not go to the Halloween store and get a wig.
Hmm.
Go to like Arta or Five Wits or eBay. I get a lot of my wigs from eBay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you're like looking at the reviews and they're like higher than 98%.
Gotcha. That makes sense. No. Okay, I got it. I got it right now. You get a basic Pinkie Pie cosplay.
Mhm.
And then on the top of that, you get a really fake wig and a really bad costume, and you cosplay as Pinkie Pie cosplaying.
That sounds funny too.
Because I think she would do it.
I think she totally would.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of who. Well, you know what? Actually, they did in the where Rainbow Dash was trying to learn the history of the Wonderbolts. All of them did cosplay. We had Fluttershy doing a princess cosplay, which was just genius. That's a cosplay I want to see. Fluttershy cosplaying as Celestia.
I
A
have a
cosplay.
Fluttershy wig and I have a Celestia wig, so
Would they
I
fit one on top of the other though?
my Celestia wig's pretty big. I can
Okay.
I can see what I can do.
Hmm.
I can make some magic happen with that.
Because I don't know that scene brought squeals to me, and I'm just thinking there's no way seeing a cosplay like that wouldn't do the same.
Giving me so many new ideas.
I hear your pen furiously scratching. Okay, got to do this next. Got to do this next.
It is. I'm like on the internet pulling up reference pictures.
Okay,
Hi.
now flat out, I have a phrase that I've been saying for at least a decade, but the problem is I can't say it anymore. My phrase was I would, give some good ideas and somebody say, "Hey, that's a good idea," as if they were surprised that I could come up with a good idea. And I would always say, "I'm full of good ideas and a cheese sandwich." But I can't say that anymore because of the wonderful cheese sandwich episode that now it sounds like I'm just saying that I've eaten the pony.
Oh.
So I need a different food that I can say I'm full of. Chicken
Hmm.
nuggets, doesn't work as well.
Pizza. No.
Yeah.
It
Cheese,
needs
it needs a multi-syllable thing, and it needs to be something that's just a food that
cheese fondue.
anything cheese at this point sounds too much like cheese sandwich to me.
Hmm.
So I'm still debating on it. I don't know. I tried roast beef sandwich at some point, but
Fluffernutter sandwich? No. Oh, now I'm like thinking what?
Fluffernutter. You know what? That actually was my name for people that are a bit too much into Fluttershy.
Oh
The
my
slightly
god.
too clingy Fluttershy fans, I call them Fluffernutters. Uh, well, yeah, guys, anybody out there, if you have a good idea of what I could be full of that's PG, come on now, and is not cheese sandwich, let me know. Give me an idea. Well, everybody, today we've been speaking with Lochlan, also known as TooRad Cosplay. thank you so much for coming by today.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Be sure to look for at Running to Leaves Con, unless it's already happened, and then look in the past or something and other conventions such as BabsCon and hopefully BronyCon for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, this has been Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack on Everfree Network. We'll catch you next time.